Hey guys, make another video as I decided to buy more cards this week because once I start buying I get in the mood. It's kind of hard to stop. So as everybody knows, I love Monarch and Dusk Till Dawn's coming out. So I decided to pick up my specs related to Monarch, and they may or may not be useful next set, but I'm going to show you guys what I bought and why. And I bought mostly cold foils. I did buy some rainbow foils, but I'll tell you why I bought them and why I think they might be relevant next set, and we'll go from there. But I think Monarch is going to bring a lot of power back to Warrior. And so I'm going to start off with the Braveforge Bracers. So there's two variants right here. There's the Rainbow Foil Unlimited. There's also Cold Foil. There's also the History Pack. So before anybody gets upset, I bought a bunch of Rainbow Foil Braveforge Bracers. There's a player version, white border now. I think I bought about 30 of these. I forget how many. It was $40, I believe, the other day. And I got a little buying spree on 3.6, I believe. Yeah, it was $44. And then I bought it up to probably $80 right there. So I did a few purchases on Braveforge Bracers. It is currently sitting at $95. I've mentioned this before in the past because I bought some Arcane Rising Skullbone Cross Wraps in January or whatever. I mentioned these legendaries in the first two sets, unlimited. Anything under $100 has really good potential to go up, especially if it's useful in the future. So I'll go to that in a minute, but right now this is at $90, $95. Will it retrace? Probably, most buys do afterwards. But I wanted to get a good position in this because I believe we're going to get a Warrior in the summer set too, because Bolton got a light legendary in Dynasty. And also we're expected to have a light Dory, potentially, at least story-wise. She's been shown a few times, so I wouldn't be surprised if we had another light warrior in a set. So I decided to pick up a good amount of Braveforge Bracers. Also, Valiant Dynamos. I only bought the cold foil ones this other day, and I forget how many I bought, but I'm going to guess I did it on 3-3. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 roughly. I don't know, give or take. 14. They were at 125, whatever. That's definitely too low for this card when it's useful. So it's sitting at 175 right now. This card used to be 250 last year when Bolton was popular and with more Warrior stuff. So I can see this card going up. So I invested quite a bit in this last week. But I didn't touch the Unlimited, so you have your Rainbow Foils right there. And if you can't get those, they also have the foreign models out. But right now it's in at $80. I think the Unlimited version was 150 at one point, 120. So it's off season for Warrior. We have Outsiders just coming out. If you want to prepare for summer and spec for yourself, don't do it just as investment. Do whatever you want to do it. But if you want to get your card for yourself and you play Warrior, I recommend getting at least one Valiant Dynamo in your arsenal. So that way if we have a new Warrior, you're prepared for it. And just remember, guys, every time I do a buy like this, it's a spec. We don't know if Braveforge Bracers, Dynamos, Husk, libraries will be useful this summer. I'm just buying them in anticipation of them being popular. So I'm trying to get them before they're in season. We know we're getting Runeblade. So we're getting a brand new Runeblade this summer. I think we're getting Living Legendary format this summer too. So this card is going to be good in Living Legend format, and it's also going to be good in probably Dusk Till Dawn. I don't know for sure, but it was sitting at $80, I believe, first edition, maybe 90. I forget how many I bought. I think I bought 25 of these, roughly, because it's stupid cheap. It's $81 for cold foil, right? And then I bought it up to like 160, whatever. So the cheapest one available right now in cold foil is 175. There's only a few left right there, right? So that card was cheap. I bought it. It's been sitting there for quite a long time. I'll go over to the Monarch and Tails legendaries in a minute and why I think a legendary from Tails Aria is too cheap, especially when it's going to be potentially a meta hero in the future. So, you know, I didn't buy it on unlimited ones, so you can go ahead and get your unlimited. They're $82, so go ahead and get your unlimited, whatever. That's cool. Got Vexing Coolhand. This is not useful right now, supposedly. But I figured might as well pick up some Everfest cold foils because this may or may not be useful in a future Runeblade this summer, or maybe Living Legend format when we have the chest piece available for Runeblade again. So if that's the case, the Crucible War one, I can't think of the name off the top of my head. But if that's useful again, Sonata Returns might be useful with Vex and Quillhan. So that card was, I think, $10 the other day. Trying to figure out the price. It was $11. I don't know how many he bought. Bought them up to like 30 probably. I'm not quite sure. I forget. But it's sitting at $26 right now. I just want to get a few of those. Doesn't mean there's not like a million of them available, but I just want to pick up some cold foil. So again, I'm on my shopping spree this week. I want to get all done out of the way at once. I'm going to be prepared for summer. I probably should mention this earlier, but I also got Helmet Sharp Eye. Who knows if this card's ever going to be useful? I don't know. But I bought a good amount of these too, cold foil versions. It was like $8. Now it's like 30. Does that mean people want this? Maybe, maybe not. This might be a card that's never played. I think it will be. $8 seems really too cheap for a cold foil. They're really hard to pull out of a case. Everfest cases aren't that much right now, but with everything going up in value, I want to be prepared, and I got my position in Helmet Sharp Eye. Also has a thing where it lets you banish a card and play it the same turn. If there's a Shadow Warrior, who knows? Maybe they can play cards from Banish, so maybe they banish a card with the helmet. For whatever reason, they can't use it that turn. Maybe they can use it with their Shadow ability. Who knows? I have no idea, but I just wanted to pick it up. I also got Crown of Reflection. Again, wasn't that expensive. I probably spent a few $100s in this. I don't remember how many I bought, but I bought a bunch of cold foils. I can't give you guys the exact number off the top of my head, but I bought them probably the 6th or 5th. I'm not sure. But it is what it is. I bought some of these, and there's only 6 listings left. It's $26 for near mint. Not much. I don't think this card's really played that much right now, but if it's going to be played again in the future, I want to pick up some now. Maybe it's good in a Prism this summer. Who knows? We'll find out. So those are my purchases this week, but I purchased some before my last video. I think I mentioned Corsham. I picked up like 15 of these. They were $140. I bought up to like 200 probably on the first. Yeah, I bought like 15 of those. And then somebody else, I didn't buy the unlimited ones. Somebody else bought the unlimited. So those things went up quite a bit. So the unlimited is sitting at 165 right now. And the cold foil is sitting at 200 right there. So I don't know if this card's ever going to be useful. But when I was buying a library the other day, I've been looking at the heart prices, eye prices, shard prices. They all went up. So when I bought like 15 libraries, some rainbow foil, some cold foil, I decided to pick up 15 Corshams. Because why not? Those are the 2 landmarks available right now. I bet they'll have usefulness in the future. So I got a position in that. I cannot recommend to buy this or not. I don't know if it's going to be good. It's just some random buy I got. I mentioned it roughly in my last video. Bought the library. Why not? If we got Prism LL coming out, probably. She'll be in that, so that'll be useful in that. Will it be useful in the summer? Who knows? That's why I picked it up. This card might not be useful in the next set. Who knows? That's why it's called spec. So I bought it now. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. So I didn't buy these. I should have. I actually sold 3 of them for $40 each. Some guy in my server decided to make a ballsy move and bought all these. Pretty smart guy, because these were cheap. This card's going to be useful. So he bought like all of them off the cold foil list right there. Mask and Pouncing Lynx. Probably a good card. Ninja. I play Mask Momentum, so I stick with Mask Momentum because I'm a Katsu player, but maybe this is better in some other deck. There's some combo lines. Who knows which mask is better for you? And I'm not going to make any recommendations, but don't sleep on Everfest cards right there. There are a lot more cases to be available open, but you can say the same thing about Unlimited, anything else. Once everything starts drying up, you want to get what you want. So either if you're a Ninja player right now, you got Outsiders coming up, you might want to get a cold foil mask of that, or you can pick up non-foil for like $5. So, do whatever makes you happy. So let's look at these prices right here of the legendaries and fables and whatnot. This is just the block 2 Everfest and Tails. I want to pull up right here. Because what really got me thinking about buying the Monarch cards the other day was because I sold a bunch of New Horizons for like $250 each. Right here. It's sitting at $285 right now, 4 listings. Let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. So, shit, that thing's going up the moon right now, right? So unlimited rainbow foil is $285. I was selling those at $220, $250 like a month ago. So that thing went up quite a bit. So it's a very useful card, right? Not available. So I might want to open more Tails cases right now to sell some more New Horizons because they're really popular. But with that one being $285, I saw the rainbow foil and the cold foil kind of like similar prices, right? So the other day when I saw the Carrion Husk, the rainbow foils were $80. I bought it up to $125, right? So I didn't buy it that much high, but I got a position in that. The cold foil was at $300. So I thought the difference between the rainbow foil and cold foil was too big, so I picked up a few of those. I got some pushback saying I'm hurting the players and all that. It is what it is. I bought it. I'm not saying I didn't. I bought them. I tried not to hurt the players. I didn't buy the rainbow foils, dynamos, which I wanted to. I didn't buy the spellbound creepers I wanted to. Those are good buys. Even Valiant Dynamo rainbow foils are good buys. But I picked up cold foils, so why not? If you look at the Phantasmal Footsteps, $187. That's rainbow foil. You pull it up, and the cold foil is at $320, right? So I have no idea the print run size of Tails. It was not released. But if you look at the prices of cards that are in demand, let me get back here. Anything under $100 for a cold foil from Block 2 seems really stupid to me. So that's why I picked up those Spellbound Creepers. I mean, I don't like the Crown of Seeds, the artwork on it, so I won't necessarily buy it. But it is a popular card for Old Him. Maybe Briar, I'm not sure. But that card seems really low. The shield's really low. The Shock Charmers. Look, the cold foil went up to like $100 the other day, right? So, got the cold foil sitting at 100. You got the unlimited sitting at 58.6. I don't know if the card's useful or not, but that's a stupid difference right there. Especially with Block 2 right there. I would consider picking up some rainbow foils if you don't have one. Especially if you're a Lexi player. Not back to the screen I want to be on. So let me go ahead and get back there. Where was I? Perfect. So, anyways, some of these prices dumb. Especially the Soul, I think it's a very popular card in Prism. So I'm not sure if it's going to be useful this summer. The Monarch Legendaries right now, Eclipse and Doomsday. I'm assuming we'll get Brute support this summer. I didn't buy any Brute cards right now. I'm not a Brute player myself, so I like Warrior. I like the art on it, so I got that for that reason. Doomsday and Eclipse, they may be useful to play. I mean, for example, Prism just got a new summon ability, right? In the last set, Shariah or whatever it's called. These were the first summonable cards right there, Doomsday and Eclipse. So I'm assuming LSS will put some more support into making these cards useful in play, right? So I wouldn't forget Eclipse and Doomsday. Let's go ahead and pull up Eclipse cold foil price real quick. Cold foil price. I didn't buy these the other day. I've already had my position on this. I don't want any more of these, but they may be useful. So I felt more comfortable buying equipment. But you got $76 for that. And then the rainbow foil is $21. So you're looking at a huge price difference right there. So I always consider looking at those gaps right there and like, okay, well, there's too big of a gap between the rainbow foil and cold foil. I mean, cold foil won't be reprinted, which is great. Rainbow foil has not been reprinted yet in sets. So we don't know if we have those protections. They could be reprinted or whatever in the future. But same time too is like if you don't have them and you're thinking about playing these heroes in the summer, you think they're really cool, I recommend you picking up one. So am I telling you guys to buy Monarch? Yeah, sure, why not? If you want to play Dusk Till Dawn and want to have the heroes for it. Did I position the Monarch? Yes. Did I buy mostly cold foils? Yes. So pick up whatever you want to get. I think it's going to be a great set. I love the Monarch on it. I didn't play the heroes of Monarch, but I love the artwork. Footsteps is one of my favorite cards. I'm a Katsu main myself. But I also like playing Katsu against Prism because I always kick your ass. So there's always that too. So the thing is, don't FOMO. We have a few months before the sets come out. I spent 20 grand this week. I spent 5 grand before my last video. Then I spent another 15 grand after that, I believe. Just picking up the cards I think would be useful in Monarch. I didn't pick up Brute, so there may be some Brute cards I did not spec on. I didn't spec on the Majestics or whatever. I picked out mainly equipment, legendaries, and fables. I don't want to deal too much with small cards. I already have opened a lot of cases. And so I just think this set coming out to be great. Now, will I do videos on Outsiders again? Yes, I love Katsu. I'm going to be playing games again. I haven't been to Armory for a while. I'm probably going to do a pre-release for Outsiders pretty soon. So lots of cool stuff coming up in Flesh and Blood. I really love Dusk Till Dawn because it said Monarch's been underpriced for too long. I think Monarch's going to start rising. Lastly, I forgot to show you guys is what the fuck. These cases are they're back over map again. These cases were like $500 last summer, maybe more. They're $673 last March, right? That's when we got the news of the print runs, whatever. Kind of went down slowly over time. Last August, we're at $530. And then Christmas time, we got down to $330, sat down for a while. Then it went up to now it's $420. I didn't buy any cases recently. I wish I did, because if I bought some cases at $330, they're sitting at $420 right now. I was doing the math earlier. There's not that many cases right here below $500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I put in my shopping cart, $5,000. That wipes out any case below $500. Does that mean that people won't release cases below that? No, there might be more people want to sell below 500. But we're not that far from reaching, the higher levels of Monarch. Doesn't mean it's going to be a $1,000 case, but I can see us getting back to $500, $600, $700 a case this year, especially if there's good synergy between Monarch and Dusk Till Dawn, which why wouldn't there be good synergy? So we'll see what happens, guys. There's other factors too I'm not considering. The economy could go to shit. People could lose jobs, all these different things. But myself, I want to be prepared for Monarch, Dusk Till Dawn, all that stuff, so I got all my specs in. If you guys have any other specs I did not cover, go ahead and put them in the comments or buy them yourself. Tell me what you bought. I'm pretty much done buying for now. I got my fun in this week. So I think I'm good for now, but it doesn't mean I won't wake up one day and say, okay, there's some other specs I forgot about. So get what you want. Prepare for the summer. We know we have Light Illusionist. We know I have Shadow Rune Blade. But we also have Live in Legendary format too. So you might want to prepare for that. Also, you might want to watch the market and see if Katsu gets popular. Will Mask of Momentum start being bought out? I don't know. But all I know is that Welcome to Wrath and Arcane Unlimited are getting really hard to find. Crucible Unlimited is getting hard to find. If those things start selling out, I can see it directly impacting first edition prices. I can see people starting to buy Block 2 again. And I think the Monarch economy is going to be recovering really nice this year. Last year and a half has been kind of like a downfall a little bit. But I really see good things with Dusk Till Dawn and Outsiders. I really like the direction Flesh and Blood's been going. Fab 2.0 has been amazing. And the set that just came out right now, I'm so excited to play it. And I'm really looking forward to the sets this year. It looks like PvE got pushed back a year. I'm not quite sure. I think Saint said that in Fable Hunters. So we'll see what happens to that. But, there's always a lot more things you can spec on in the future. And maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong. Maybe all my buys right now are wrong, right? But I'm very confident in Flesh and Blood. So I put my money where I believe it should go. And I think these are good buys. So you guys have a good one, and I'll make some more videos soon.